Most people think they have a resume problem. They don't. They have an understanding problem. They're applying to jobs without fully understanding what the company is actually trying to accomplish. Today, I'm going to show you an AI workflow I built that helps you understand the role before you ever click apply. Let's get started. So, step one is the work opportunity intelligence analyst. The first thing I do is I don't look at the resume, I look at the company. I paste the job description into my work opportunity intelligence analyst, and instead of simply summarizing the posting, it identifies the business problem the company is trying to solve, why the position exists, the outcome they're expecting from the person they hire, the approximate hiring budget, and the key skills they're really evaluating. Now we're no longer reading a job description, we're understanding the opportunity. So let's look at one. I just pulled up Indeed, and let's look at some roles. Here in Charlotte, they're looking for a senior business development executive. All right. Okay, Konica Minolta. All right, so this is the full job description. I give it to you in different languages. Not a lot of information. Salary disclaimer. They're committed to transparent and equitable compensation practices, but they don't show any numbers, and they want you to apply. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all of this. I don't have time to be going back and forth because I noticed they've got some Spanish in here. So I'm just going to copy, and I'm going to go to my AI tool, and I'm going to let's don't do it with this one because this one is custom. So let me just go to a different AI tool, and I'm going to have it to matter of fact, let's go back here. I won't cheat. Let's just go back here. Let's see. The this is crazy. It just says about. Let's see if we can find the role. It's full time. The job description. I can't believe this. This must be fake. They can't be just putting this in here as a job description. It's because this is about operates on. This don't even tell you anything about the role, and I bet a bunch of y'all hitting apply now. You don't even know what you're applying for. Let's find something else. Okay, here's another one. Project manager, medical affairs. Strong understanding of pharmaceutical medical affairs functions. Description of the role. Lead end-to-end delivery of medical affairs, business, and technology initiatives. Develop project plans, schedules, resource plans, and governance frameworks. Monitor project execution. That is straight out of the PMP PMBOK. That doesn't give you any details about what you would be doing. They want you to engage. These are the teams that you're going to be working with. The pay is between $145 and $150. They want you to have 6 years of project management, medical science liaison, and medical affairs 5 years. Okay, let's keep looking. Let's find something that talks to us. Let's see. Okay, this one has some good job responsibilities. They want you to have a bachelor's degree in any career stream. Okay. All right, so we're just going to copy that and we're going to place it in this work opportunity intelligence analyst tool. And it is going to provide you an option to understand the perspective that you're going to be pulling from. So we're going to choose one for candidate. And now it gives you the candidate intelligence report. It gives you an executive summary so that you can fully understand what this role entails. It also tells you what the company is actually buying, like in plain language, because a lot of times they'll wrap up the job in a lot of company jargon, and I know a lot of y'all ain't reading. So here it is in plain language. And these are the pain points. These are pain points that they're most likely to be experiencing. Then it gives you the core business problems. And it gives you the evidence based off of what is in the job description. And then it gives you a translation. Okay. Then it provides you with what success looks like in 90 days so that when you're in the interview, you can start talking to that 6 months down the road and 1 year down the road. These are the skills that they're going to prioritize based off of that role. And then here's a resume positioning strategy that you can implement when you're building your resume so that it ties to the job that you are selecting. It gives you some keywords to include in your resume for the ATS. And then here's the interview strategy. Most jobs are going to start interviewing with the STAR format. So here are some stories that you can start to prepare so that you'll have some examples ready. That's going to help you with the tell me about a time type questions. And then here we give you 10 questions that you can ask the hiring manager. So when they say, do you have any questions for us? These are 10 questions that you can start to ask just so that they know you've done your homework. All right. This is a 90-day plan that you can share with them. Basically so that you can tell them what you'd like to do in your first 90 days. And then here's your value proposition. Okay, so now that we have that, this is basically what I give my clients in a clarity call so that they're fully prepared for the job description and the interview process. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that job again and we are going to put it into the Value Scene tool. So this tool is a free tool that I've generated so that you can make sure that you can see if whether or not your current resume is within the ATS and to see if whether or not it's going to be rejected. So all you do is you're going to upload your resume, and I'm going to load some demo data for time. But I am going to edit the job description so that it is based off of what we just reviewed. Okay. So now we're going to run to get the free report. And it's going to run. All right. So now this is the analysis. It says Marcus Ellison is a high performing operations leader whose current resume undersells his transformation capabilities. While his experience is rooted in healthcare and nonprofits, his core competencies, budget management, workflow rebuilding, P2R alignment, and large scale EHR rollouts, um, map directly to the on site transformation lead requirements. So, by shifting that language from clinic operations to operational excellence and systems transformation, we bridge the gap between his current $115,000 trajectory and the $150,000 enterprise consulting market in the Raleigh-Durham area. Okay, so then it shows this is the reclaimable wealth that he can start to go after. You know how, like, when jobs will ask you, it'll tell you the pay range, and some of them have a high pay range, and some of them, it starts at one part and it goes up from there. This is to show you how to reclaim that. So, right now, his resume versus the job description has an alignment score of about 78%. Okay, and so what we're going to do is it tells you what missing keywords you have, what barriers it detects, and then it gives you a different resume, right? So it gives you a resume that better aligns. So what you can do is you can copy the text and you can put it back into your own software, or when you get ready to apply for the role, when it asks you for a resume, you just paste this resume, which has already been updated for you. Okay, and then go ahead and apply. You can also download it in a text format. So if you want to update your resume that you'll keep with you, you can do that as well. But this is for your application resume. Like, run it through this tool first so it can let you know how you would fare up against the ATS, and review the results, right? And then take the new copy text and you place that in to the application system so that you can be seen. All right. Now, the next step after that is to book a clarity call. I recommend that you book a clarity call so that you can, especially if your alignment score was lower than, I would say, 90%, so that we can give you wording to use during the interview. Okay. We will see, it says your visibility gap extends beyond formatting and keywords. We identified, or the human pattern interface identified, deeper barriers in positioning, career direction, and role alignment. And so a one-on-one strategy session will move you further than just a document alone. Okay. So we do have, so it recommends the clarity call, and you can book that using this link here. But we also have a standard interview pamphlet. So if your resume aligns, but you'd like some help with some interview questions, how to position them, we have a standard interview pamphlet which is pre-built based off of the industry. But it will provide you with the STAR language and things of that nature. And then we have the personalized interview pamphlet for $47. And that's going to be a custom interview pamphlet built based off of your resume, the job description. And if you know the interview personally, you can add those notes or anything that you might know about that team. Like if it's an interview internally, you can add all of that, and you'll walk into that interview knowing exactly what to say and who you're going to say it to. And it's ready under in a minute, and it's ready for you to go. So that is just going over the ValueScene tool. Like I said, it is free to use, and you have some available upgrades here. And if you aren't a member of our Berg team, feel free to join. on LinkedIn, and it's a Black Employee Resource Group where we will be going over more tips and tricks on how to get back into corporate America, or if you are a consultant, learn different strategies in with your consulting business. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great day.